the WWE Champion, Kofi Kingston, taking on Kevin Owens.
And speaking of like the Seth Rollins, AJ Styles match happening quickly, I think this match is happening much quicker than I thought it would.
Well, I mean, they laid the groundwork all for it before WrestleMania.
No, true, but I'm saying like Kevin was teaming with him for like 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden he turned on him. I don't think anyone actually believed Kevin wasn't going to turn on him.
Right. It just happened sooner than you thought.
It just happened sooner, and it worked.
Kevin Owens' 2-week run in the New Day was legendary.
Dude, it was so fun to see a face Kevin Owens.
But that's a running theme in this episode.
But
he's the perfect antithesis to everything Kofi Kingston is and stands for.
Yeah, heel Kevin Owens feels just right.
Yeah. Like Kofi Kingston, bright colors, fun, positivity, inclusivity. Kevin Owens is angry, black, like dark, mopey, violent, like the complete opposite. Anything that you could describe Kofi as, Kevin is the opposite of it. So it's a perfectly natural heel face feud.
Yeah. And I think
perfectly natural.
And I don't know if you've seen on Twitter, but the Twitter thread that examines like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and stuff like that.
Oh, is that myth gifts or something like that?
Yes. So he did a thread on Kevin Owens and Kofi Kingston about friendship and how Kevin resents Kofi for his friendship with Xavier Woods and Big E. And that's part of the reason why Kevin is so angry and hateful towards Kofi. Is because
he has something that
Kevin's
he never truly did.
Had.
Yeah. That's awesome.
He like can't allow himself to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
And the minute that he feels vulnerable, he turns on him.
And he's done that with everybody so far.
Everyone.
Every single person that he's been a friend of or a team with, anytime he's gotten slightly soft or opened himself up, he immediately turns on them.
He shuts down and puts up his walls and uses it to fuel his hatred.
It's awesome. He's a great character too. Jesus.
Unbelievable.
We could rewind a little bit. Kofi winning the title from Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania was an incredible match and probably the storytelling of the night.
Absolutely.
Like that match.
I think that was my favorite match of the night.
Absolutely. Absolutely 100% it was my favorite match of the night.
The crowd was super into it.
Super into it, and they ran the gamut of what you can do in a match. They hit everything. There were the high spots, there was the mat wrestling, like it had everything. The match had everything for everybody. And the false finishes at the end were like NXT takeover level.
Absolutely. That's a great comparison.
It was that if that match was on a takeover, it'd be the greatest takeover of all time. But it was in the middle of WrestleMania. So yeah, I mean I still think about like just the way that it ended and then like the celebration afterward. Like it was awesome. But in this match, does Xavier Woods figure in?
You've got to think, because he's figured in every other time.
And then in retaliation to that, does Sami Zayn inexplicably figure in?
I'm going to say no, because I think he's going to be preoccupied with Braun Strowman in the ladder match.
That's a good point. But, I mean, if Woods starts to get involved, because I didn't expect Sami to be involved with Kevin Owens at all since they've both come back. And they haven't really mentioned it or why it's happened yet. I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of explanation.
Well, they're on
But
different
then again-
brands, so it
But
doesn't.
then again, I could
matter.
also see Sammy coming out on Monday and telling me specifically that on my little podcast I don't need to get an answer to what he does with his time, because his heel has been really critical of the internet, which is a lot of fun.
It's great.
But I'm not sure at this point in Kofi Kingston's title run if it's the right move or the smart play to take the title off of him. I could see it happening because it's WWE, but Kofi still has a lot to do as champion, in my opinion. So I have Kofi winning.
It's different and it's fresh because, Kofi as champion is like a new thing. It's something we've never seen before. So that's why it's fun and exciting. I just don't know what's going to happen after Money in the Bank.
Right.
Because if they have Kofi win, what do they do with Kevin Owens after this? Because anything will feel like a step back for him after this. After being involved in the main title and losing both of his title opportunities.
It's true. He did lose one prior to this.
If they have Kevin Owens win this, people are going to probably complain that Kofi's title run only lasted a month.
Yes, they're going to be very angry. They're going to be very angry.
But
so I definitely think that Kofi has to win to keep the people happy.
But they might want Kevin Owens to win to make the people angry. Because I think Kevin Owens winning has better legs going forward here. And Kofi could even chase and win the title back.
See, I don't like Kofi having to chase again because his chase leading up to WrestleMania was long and involved.
But it'll be a different kind of chase. I want my title back. I want what I had back. I
don't know. I think it's too soon to get rid of the title off of him.
See, unless I'm gonna go ahead and say unless we're getting Bray Wyatt versus Kofi next, I don't know if I'm truly interested in another Kofi versus Kevin Owens match with Kevin Owens chasing. I don't know if I'm even interested in Kofi versus whoever the next challenger would be.
I mean, it's possible that it would be Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt versus Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship.
Like, imagine how fun it would be to see him include and welcome all of the positivity and the New Day stuff with the unicorns and the rainbows.
Yeah.
And then just like at a certain point, just like the switch flipping and him not being amused anymore. And then it becomes like super terrifying.
Yeah. And Xavier Woods already has his like he's afraid of Bray Wyatt. That's been a story.
That's right.
All of this
they did that forever ago. Holy great pull.
All of this could come together. So
Woods was like a dog that read somebody's soul when he came across Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. Terrified of him. And how creepy would it be to see him on the set of the Firefly Funhouse,
just like
super
scared
uncomfortable
and not speaking.
Yeah.
But just like, okay, can I go?
And Bray being super over the top positive about it.
We have my great friend, Xavier Woods.
So that's the only way that I could see Kofi Kingston winning. Otherwise, I'm going Kevin Owens.
I want Bray Wyatt involved in all of the stories.
Let's just go through and rebook the whole show.
Yeah, the whole show is just a Bray Wyatt.
Fest. Interfering in each match and going forward in that story.
Yeah. So I've got Kofi winning. I have
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens winning. Boy, it's going to be fun to do our Josh and Stu prediction sheets for this card.
That's true.
Oh my God.
That is true. We're going to have to do that.
Oh, our text argument's going to be great.
All right. Well, we did it. Finally. We made it through.
Yeah.
We made it through.